Before European people came here, indigenous people live in this part of California, from the north end of San Francisco Bay Peninsula to Big Sur. There were over 50 distinct landholding groups. They were hunting, fishing, and gathering. They lived in semi-permanent villages, seasonally migrating in search of food. All tribes in the area together are now called Ohlone. They had their own religious beliefs, a kind of shamanism. A lot of researchers agreed that the Kuksu religion was practiced in the area. Kuksu included elaborate acting and dancing ceremonies in traditional costumes, and annual mourning ceremonies, puberty rites of passage, interventions with spirit vault, and all-male society that met at subterranean dance rooms. The storytelling was also culturally significant for Ohlone people. Ohlone groups interacted with each other through a complex thread of networks, intermarriage, and ceremonial events, with small-scale conflict usually only occurring due to land disputes or resource competition. The arrival of Spanish colonizers to the area in 1769 vastly changed tribal life forever. Spanish colonists came to settle on what they saw as free land. They didn't take native people into consideration. Native people weren't Christians, they looked different, and they didn't follow European cultural standards. The Spanish weapon was superior to the Indians. It made it easier to take the lands. The first settlers' Spanish expedition arrived in Monterey in 1769, led by Gaspar de Portola. It started establishment of Christian mission in the area, beginning with Mission San Carlos Borromeo in Carmel in 1770, followed by Mission San Francisco de Asís or Mission Dolores in 1776, then others. 7 missions were erected over Ohlone region. The idea of missions was not only to bring the native people into Christianity, but also to expand the Spanish governance over the territories. Settler colonists came here to build their society, and they considered this land as free. They didn't take the indigenous people's ownership of the land as any obstacles. The land was proclaimed mission property. Ohlone people were relocated to missions, often forcibly. They were not only taught the light of the true religion, but also used as laborers on mission land, which belonged to Ohlone before. European culture was proclaimed as the one and only real culture, and native people were forced to accept it or to be exterminated. Indigenous people had a choice to adopt our European culture or to disappear. Changing in the diet and sanitary living conditions in Indian quarters and missions caused death of thousands of Ohlones. European diseases like smallpox and measles also decimated the Ohlone population, who had no immunity. Ohlone, who was trying to escape the missions, were pursued and returned back by soldiers. A few who were able to escape infected free tribes with these new diseases as well. Some numbers were mentioned by John Bean in 1994 in his work The Ohlone Past and Present, Native Americans of San Francisco Bay Region. A total of 81,000 Indians were baptized and 60,000 deaths were recorded. As a result, the mission system disrupted traditional governance, language, religion, and social structures of Ohlone. After Mexican independence from Spain, the missions were secularized in the 1830s. Lands were redistributed mostly to Mexican settlers, and very little was returned to indigenous people. Many Ohlone became laborers and ranchers, and their traditional lands continued to be taken. After the U.S. acquired California in 1848, American settlers continued to push further into Ohlone lands, often violently. Till today, unlike some tribes, The Ohlone were not granted federal recognition or land rights, which has complicated modern legal effort for restitution. In recent decades, Ohlone descendants are working to reclaim cultural tradition, language, and land. Some groups, like the Muketwa Ohlone tribe, continue to seek federal recognition and promote cultural revitalization.